I have been having success with the development because the wrist turn is like, that's this technique. You know, Richard Martinez would say it's all a wrist turn. Buddy Rich would say it's all in the wrist. You know, and so I read you that article, that Buddy Rich Modern Drummer article, where he talks about that. You know, I don't need to use my arm to move things or to get to other surfaces and so on. I have flexible wrists. He's talking that way, and with the idea of not using fingers. Right, he talked specifically about that, and so we're trying to learn how to just turn our wrists, which is what you've been having problems with in your match grip left, right?
Yeah.
So just go ahead and put stick in hand. Okay. And all right, let's just do one for a minute.
Whichever way you want to do it.
Hey, you see what I'm doing here? I'm in French, aren't I? Some French, you know, I'm not. I learned from Dick Wilson, who learned from Jack Verga, that the way, one very helpful way to approach learning French is to play on a door jam in this position, right? And Louis Belson had really great fingers. And right now, though, using this as a device, and again, typically French is has to do with the use of fingers. However, you know, Billy Cobham and Tony Williams, I believe, they do a kind of a wrist turn in French, right? You get this kind of thing happening. So yeah, you see. Now that's weird for you too. Can you do that in your right? We're gonna kind of figure this out. Let's see. Now you'll notice you were more successful, but still, I'm not entirely. Let's discuss the right. Let's get the right. Let's develop an understanding with regards to, and this is remedial. But what I'm asking for, and what I'm going to hip you to. So, what you were doing every time you turned your wrist in French, I saw your fingers do this. Right. So maybe you weren't using the fingers, but there was some kind of thing that you wanted to do. Right. Now, could you just an inch above the surface just turn down? That's okay. It's okay. You can turn up just a little if you want. Now you see, that's not right. Not quite. Not for what we're doing. What we do in this technique is it's up to come down. It's up to come down. The French this is so easy. It's like a no-brainer. I mean, it's all a no-brainer. But if you develop weird things, this can help undo them, I believe. So just go and lift the speed up an inch and come back down and stop. Like that, stop. You were very successful. You don't need any fingers. Now, what I notice is in this, with this grip, if I take my thumb off, the stick wants to fall. See, hold it up, put your thumb on, right? Now take your thumb off. Yeah, like that, see? Because, okay, so you're really feeling, that's really good. So let's do that in the left. I never practice this way in the left. I should. I mean, I do a little bit, especially before I'm going to teach you. You know, so I do think about my left and palm down and matched. But so what we've got here is, once again, if we let go of the thumb, it'll just fall. It's fine, right? And yeah, but we're not going to let go of the thumb because we don't want it to fall. We want to just take this construct, lift it up, and bring it down. But no, you don't let it go. You have to hold it and feel it buzz. You have to feel the impact in your hand. You'll feel it on every finger. Now you're letting go. No, you don't have to do this. You just lift it up and let it drop. There, like that. Yep, now the thumb should come straight up. There you go. No, stop. Just do one and stop. You know, it's really good. You see, now, stop. Now you don't have to do any twisty or anything. It's just look how little this is going to move. Watch this thumb. It just goes up and down. It's up and down like on a little string. Like that. No, it's got to go up first. No, you have to figure out where, no. This is all about, this technique has everything to do with what is like a graph with a zero bias line. You know, when you see a chart,
yes,
on the economy, the deficit, and it's doing this and this. None of this will matter if there isn't a zero bias line, right? And then things can dip below it, perhaps, certain distance. So if you don't have a zero bias line, yeah, you don't have, you're just playing any old way or some other technique or something. I guess maybe other technique notes don't consider that. But so we have to have a zero bias line, a starting point. It's a 1/2 inch to 1 inch, you decide, from the playing surface, parallel to it, bead to butt end. See how relaxed that is? Now, if you bring the thumb up like on a little string and come back down, back to that zero, no, don't come down lower. No, you have to lift it up and come back to your zero bias line. And that's not bad. You see, now you're not even touching because you think that the zero bias line is that definitive. And that's actually a cool exercise. You could do that. What we do is there's this feeling where I guess you're going just below that, but you're stopping. It doesn't, you know, it feels like you're stopping at the zero bias line, but you do go below it to make the strike, and then you stop. And you don't wait up top. You just lift it up, the thumb, straight up and down. No, not bad. You got to go up and down at the same speed. The thumb doesn't go. The thumb doesn't go. The thumb is just going to go up and down once, and you stop. No, you don't stop on the surface. Find the zero bias. That's where you stop. Stop. You did it. That's where you're going to stop. And you're going to, when you land, you're going to feel the stick buzz, not buzz, but you're going to feel the impact of the stick in every finger. Now feel that. Lift it up smoothly and down smoothly. No, you can't wait. You have to just decide to go for it. Up, down, zero. No, you don't shove it down. No, you don't wait up in the air. No, you don't lift it and wait in the air. No, watch. No, it goes up and down at the same speed. Up, down. No, you have to go up, down, and you stop at the zero bias line. No, you don't watch. You don't get to wait up here. You're just going to come up and let it come down. No, you don't come down. You don't go. You just lift it up and down. But you have to start at the floor, at the zero bias line. And don't come down faster than you went up. No, you came down faster. No, you came down faster. You're coming up real slow, man. Just come up, easy. Don't come down faster. That was a pretty good one. Don't come down faster. Don't come up a little faster and come down slower. Come up faster. Come up fast and go down slow. Just for fun. Come up fast. Come up fast and go down slow, like in slow motion. Come up fast. Now go down slow. No, slower. Slow. No, slower. Watch. Come up fast. Slow motion. You got to be at the floor to come up. So you're going to come up fast. Just hold the stick and come up. It's your wrist. Nothing's happening but the wrist. Fingers aren't doing anything. They're just holding it. It's the wrist that moves. Come on up fast and go down slow. There it is. And touch, touch, touch. No, you got it. And touch, touch, and bring it back to parallel. The floor. No, bring it back to parallel.
Oh.
There, you did it. Come on up a little faster like you did. Now go down really slow. No, slower. Now touch and come to parallel. That's it. Come up smoothly. You did it. See? It's just the wrist turning. There, touch. You don't let go when you touch. You're going to hold it and just touch and then come back to parallel. Go down slow motion. Slow motion. Slow motion. Touch. No, slow motion. Slow. Like you have 10 years. No, all the way down. Slow. Slow. There, touch, touch, and come back to parallel. That's what it is. Slow, touch, come back to parallel. You have to come back to parallel. No, go down slow. That's what you don't want to feel. Touch and come back to parallel. You did it. Slow, touch, parallel. Come up slower. Come up less high, I should say. Sorry. Not slower. Touch, parallel. So there you go. Come on down. It's in slow motion, just that high. We're going to come up 2 inches. 2 inches? No, that's more than 2 inches. Touch. And wait at parallel. Wait there. Wait. You got it. Come up 1 inch. Come down slow motion. Touch. Parallel. Parallel, not above parallel. You did it. See? There's no shaking or anything. That's really what it is. It's much slower than you think. Guys would say about this technique, it feels like you're playing in slow motion. See, it's like, you know the kata? Are you into karate at all?
I know about kata, but I didn't practice it.
It's about these motions that they make in slow motion. And they move slowly. The crane, and I'm not going to do it because I'll look ridiculous because I don't know what I'm doing. But here, it's like kata. Don't stick your rope out. You're just fine. You're just moving through the motions. Do that in the right now. Do it in slow motion in your right. See, because the left's better than the right now. Come on, you got to start at the 0 bias line. You throw that away every time like it doesn't mean anything. Now you come up slowly, see, and you come down. See, in the core, they stop. You did it. In core, they talk about, see, they do have a 0 bias line because they talk about 1 inches, 2 inches. Don't many core approaches discuss height of turn with inches? Murray hated that, even though he couldn't really argue about it because in this technique, we get more volume by turning higher, more inches, but he didn't want to talk that way because he didn't think that this was core. But you see, there's a 0 bias line that is important. Okay, you got it. Now, we'll start, let's stay in the left because your left actually in a weird way just taught your right. Look how smooth and relaxed everything is. So we're just doing this kata. Right, so you're gonna put the right stick down. Don't even have it part of your consciousness. Okay. Now you got this grip, which by the way, I know it's working because you took your thumb off and it fell on the surface from your 0 bias line. Take your thumb off. Remember, it fell before. Yeah. Now you have to lift it up with your thumb. It's the thumb, isn't it? Kind of holds it here. And as soon as the thumb lets go, it just lays in the hand like that. You can keep the first finger on. Let it rock over the first finger. Watch. Okay, but just the thumb. Don't lift it up with your wrist. No turning the wrist. No, I'm not even turning my wrist. I'm just using my thumb. Keep my wrist the same. Like that. You got it. See? It's working. I know you're, yeah, you see? That's natural. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do it in the right because I don't trust my left. Because I want to really try to demonstrate this. I'll do that later. Okay, so if we're just turning, no, stay left because your left was doing great. See, so you have this left thing, right?
Yeah.
Now we're going to roll over a little. We're going to roll over just a little. So now my thumb isn't straight up pointing at the ceiling, like that. And now we're at this, you're at your 0 bias line. You're going to come up 1 inch and bring it down in slow motion, touch, and bring it back to parallel. Don't have to do anything with your hand. This will not change. This is, you could get crazy glue. Seriously. And crazy glue all the fingers together for this. Not together, even though maybe, but on the stick. They're not doing anything, nothing. And all you're doing is moving this hinge like that. Just come up and come down slow motion and touch and come back to parallel. There you go. Now we're going to roll over a little more. Just a little, very good. Now we're at, do you have your zero bias line? Going to lift it up an inch, come down in slow motion and touch and come back to parallel. Beautiful. Now I'm rolling over more. I'm rolling into palm down. Really good. It's just not doing anything. All I'm going to do is I'm going to lift, come down slow motion, touch, and come to parallel. It's beautiful, man. Do it again. Slow motion, touch, parallel. That's all it is. You should just do that every day and touch. Don't even try to make a note and don't lift it up. Go smooth. It's a kata. This is what it'll feel like when you play and come back to parallel. Don't open your hand up when you get to the groove. Don't change your hand at all. It's the wrist it's going to touch and lift it up. See, the wrist did it. The wrist is taking the brunt of the workload. It's the wrist, not the fingers. We're not doing that. We're not manipulating the stick. We're with the fingers. Don't come down fast. You didn't come down as a kata. And don't go doing anything with your fingers. It's the wrist. Feel the wrist? I know you feel it. Here you go. Now here's the other thing you did that often eludes student, that can elude a student. Maybe I should even mention it. Do it in the right. Let's see if your right's working, and then I'll mention it. This is a really cool exercise for you. I haven't turned it into a kata, but for you, it may. No, that's really good. I want you in French position. We're going to do the whole thing. Let your arms just hang. Let your arms just hang by your side. Come on, let it hang. There you go. There it is. The wrist should be kind of straight. It should be like this or this. It's pretty straight, right? Yeah. Now you're going to lift it up in slow motion 1 inch and bring it down. Touch it. Kata. Touch. Back to the zero bias side. Okay, now roll over into. I'll do it with you. So we're coming up, coming down, touching, and doing that. Then we're going to roll over just a little. Get the flat of the thumb on there. No need to pinch, right? The fingers are doing nothing. You're locked in. Set it and forget it. Now we're just going to, the wrist will turn and the stick will go up if you don't do anything with your fingers. Come down as a kata, touch, and come back to parallel. Okay, now we're going to roll over a little more. It's really good. Come up an inch. Don't do anything with your fingers. Come down. It's the wrist that's going to do it. You're going to touch like a fine surgeon. Like a fine surgeon. Now it's going to be all the way into palm down. All right? Real flat. And you're going to lift an inch. And you're going to come down and make that tiny incision. If you can't do anything with your fingers, just touch. Touch. Just come down and touch. Slow motion. Come back to parallel. You made your perfect incision. You can almost see like you're drawing a line. You're drawing a line in the air like a painter. Come back up. That's a beautiful line. You see? I showed this painting to Dick. This is in the same direction. I'm just going to do this. That was really good. Really good. This is a Canadian painter. Benjamin Chichi. See that? Take a look. See.
What?
Can you see it?
Some of it I can. Some of the lines are kind of faint.
Well, yeah, I get it. Well, it is. It's very delicate. But Dick said, "Oh, what beautiful lines! What a beautiful line!" Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, what we're looking to do is like a fine painter, like a great painter, right? We're looking. Shout out to Benjamin Chi-Chi, who's no longer with us. And so you're drawing a line. There are certain students that have memorized it. Like Greg Alvin will call me and leave a message. The axis of rotation is perpendicular to the orbital plane. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what does he mean by that? You see, I think he's talking about it's perpendicular to this orbital plane.
Yes.
So you can see, you could almost like draw a line. At a certain point, the stick comes this way. But if you had this kind of shape, and you would draw, and if you don't go up enough, look, I'm drawing a line. Drawing a perfect little line. Up, down, and then you come back to parallel. You're just drawing the axis of rotation. The axis of rotation is perpendicular to the orbital plane. See, because if this is the plane, the stick would have to be parallel to it. It's not, it's perpendicular to it. And this would be the orbital, and this would be the axis, right? See, but now you have something concrete, a starting point, you're drawing lines, it's much better. Just go slow right now and learn that feeling. Yeah, right, boom, and then you come back. Yeah, nice and gentle. Don't put your thumb on a little more, so you'll have more skin in the game. Flatten out your thumb a little, and just leave it. Go back to French and feel what the thumb feels like in French. Roll back over. You should roll back. Okay, roll back like that. See, that's what put the thumb nice and flat. See, let go of the thumb, let it drop on the surface. Feel that. Let it. Okay, put the thumb back on and lift it up with the thumb. See, you need your thumb to do that. Now roll over into palm down. Don't change your thumb. See, your thumb's better. French taught you your thumb. You see, so it's getting better. Don't let go. Go ahead, what are you going to say?
Why is it in this arm always, I feel I do turn over, I get more tension here, like its muscles are being pulled here, whereas this one here, I never really feel that.
Oh, okay, and that's what I mentioned earlier that I was going to get into. But it's not, you see, it's not right now. It's a little off. I'll show you what you did that was perfect in your left. First of all, yes. You see, the stick has the propensity to want to just fall when you're in French. Come back to French. Let French teach you. Right? And there's not much stress. There is some, you have to hold your arm up and countervail this weight. But that's about it. Then you let go, and you're still supporting something. Okay? Bring it back up with your thumb, not with your feet. You need your thumb to leverage it up, don't you? Like that. Okay, good. Now watch. Now we're going to roll over, just a little. Wait, a little, tiny bit, just right there. Don't lose your center over the surface, center of the sound source. Okay, there it is. It's kind of a little French, the thumb. Now we're going to roll over a little more, just a little. Okay, now what happens if you take your thumb off? Hey, where's it? It didn't fall forward, did it?
No.
Why?
Because your other fingers are holding it up.
No, although, well, they're holding it up here too. In French. Come back to French.
Yeah.
No. Hey, put your thumb on though. You need your thumb. Feel it, let it go. Let it want to fall forward. Come on, just let it go. There it is. Put the thumb on, lift it up. Back to the zero bicep. Now you're coming over a little bit. See, fingers are still there, aren't they? They were here, they're here, but something's different. When I take my thumb off, what's holding it up? And you've made a big deal out of this in the past.
Maybe my wrist.
Of course, all of that's true. It's necessary, but not sufficient. The palm.
Oh,
Don't you feel it? It's like, and you always want to, where should it be on the palm? Ah, the palm, the palm. Now I'm showing you the palm. See, the palm's holding it up. Come back to French.
okay.
Come on. If you let go, it falls. Now, come on, not with your wrist. Just take your thumb off. There. See, it falls because the palm isn't underneath. See, the palm is alongside. See? The palm is alongside. So when I let go, it falls and doesn't hit the palm. As soon as I move into more of a palm down position, now it's laying in the hand differently. Feel it?
Yes.
Okay. Now back into French. Okay, now go into palm down. Look at me. You did it before, you didn't do it this time. Watch. Watch my relationship, the angle of the stick to the forearm.
Okay.
Put it in French. Stick is almost perfectly aligned with the forearm, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right?
Right.
Go into matched. Go into matched. Come on, roll over. Let everything go. There it is. Come on. See, now look, the stick isn't lined up with the forearm in the same way. No. And look, just do this and this. Just do this and this over the surface at 0 bias line. Come in. Go, keep doing it. It's good. Keep doing it. Watch my elbow. There's something happening here. I can feel it here. I can feel it kind of roll out a little. It looks more like that, doesn't it? Feel it roll in. See the elbow come out just a little. I'm really into palm down, like kind of like that. See, there it is. Comes out just like. See, now you're more squared off, right? See, that relieves some of the tension. If you're trying to keep your arm here while you're in palm down, that does create tension for me. So pay attention to that. Yeah, let this hang. Let it hang so that there is some relationship between the positioning of your wrist relative to the positioning of the construct of the arm. Okay? Okay, so you were very successful there. And I think that this is new to you. Holding something in when you should be letting it out. Just take the stick out of your hand now. Just do this. Both sticks out of your hand. Right? Put your hands like this. Right? Now go into French. Go palm down. Palm down. Keep this the same. It's just going to roll. It's like I'm rolling around a stick. Yeah. Palm down. There it is. Right. Palm. Right. French. The arms feel a little different, don't they? They're reacting, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are reacting. Okay, that's what you want to see. Do you feel any tension when you do that? That's all you're feeling.
Right here.
A little there. Okay. So this is a new position for you, but I think you need an attractive masseuse. That might help. There's a good reason for needing someone to come by. Yeah, you got it. We don't want to be weird and uncomfortable. I'm just showing you that the body is constantly countervailing, right? Yeah. So yeah, and Dick would say you don't want to go too far over because it's uncomfortable. He says you always want to be able to see the bottom corner of your thumbnail. And that means that watch, you're not too far over. Okay, it was good. Now pull out. Let's see if you can do this. I don't know. This might be pretty. This is a little advanced, but it's the page that follows. In terms of the chronology, it follows a page which you were successful with. The Fate and Flam page. Pull out page 9, the Flamadiddle.
Page 9.
Mhm.
What does it say on it?
It's Flamadiddle.
Oh, Flamadiddle, I'm sorry.
This stroke isn't necessarily all about speed.
Here we go. No, it's time for
Okay? I'm just learning to turn my left wrist now. Okay? See how it looks? It's just wrist. Just wrist. That's what we're looking for.
Okay, I found it. Cool.
All right. All right, so what we're doing now is I've taught you how to play a flam. A flam is one hand high, the other hand low. Right?
Right.
So show me a down. If you're gonna play a downstroke with this technique, playing it the hand that's high means you're gonna make a throw, which means what we do this. See, there's no arm. We don't lift our arm up. We just leave the bead at the zero bias line and go up. Now, what happened to that nice palm down thing you had? Remember the palm down? Remember French looked like this and then palm down looked like that? Well, we're looking at your right. So your left's better than your right, dude. I hate to tell you. Come on, go into French in the right. Let French get, you have to be in the center of your surface. Want to call it a chamber. Go to French, keep it in the center. No, you lost center. Yeah, it has to roll around that. You see, now you feel your forearm moving and your elbow relaxed. Yeah, you have to keep it right there. Flatten your thumb out. A little more flat. There, so you're nice and flat. Now you look like you're palm down. And so we're just going to go up, leaving the bead down in the right. Go on up. Okay, and then we're going to cock our wrists, come back down. No, once you get to here, you're going to go. Okay, we're going here to here. Here to here. It's just going to be a wrist turn, isn't it? Here to here. Not bad. A little more of this. When you come down, I want to see more of your hand.
Oh, sorry.
Let's do it in slow motion. We can do this in slow motion too. So we're going to come up real smooth. And then we're going to go up. No, slow motion.
My wrist, my legs.
Slow motion. Okay, it's pretty good, but watch. We're doing kata again. We're going to go up. Slow motion. Come on. Just stay with me. Oh, no. Forearm will be down now. Pretty good. Kata. Kata works for you. Okay, now you're going to cock your wrist and the forearm's going to, come on, get that wrist up. Mine's up way higher than yours. Mine's up at my face. So let's try it again. We're doing this. Right? You need a little of this. There, and then you're going to bring that bead up. There it is. Your forearm started to go down. Now you're going to start turning towards the surface. Forearm might still be going down. Now the forearms come to the floor, and you're going to, beautiful. And you're going to stop at parallel. Come back to parallel. Right. Do that again. Cock your wrist up to your, no, yeah, come on. You see when you're gonna come up, you're gonna cock your wrist. And the forearm is going down, but not that soon, not so much down that it does, the bead doesn't come up pretty high. No, you better start again. You got to get up to here. Cock your wrist. Get that bead up to your face. No. Oh, okay. Come, keep coming down. Keep coming down. Let the whole thing come down. Then at the end, just the wrist finishes. Yeah, it's good. Do that on the other hand. Now, you don't need to poke your elbow out. I just want it to be doing this. You go up like this. Let's just do it together. Let's just do it together. So we're here. You're going to go up like this. Good. Now you cock your wrist. And then the bead and the forearm might be coming down together for a minute. Then the forearm's at the floor. Wait, I'm here. Duplicate me. Duplicate me. I'm here. Yeah, come on, a little higher. Bring the bead up. Yeah, I'm at the floor now. Now I'm going to finish the stroke with the wrist. Yeah, and then I come back to parallel. Cock your wrist real high. Come on down, come on down. Come on, everything forearm too. No, not quite. Let's try it again. Going up. We're going to cock the wrist. Forearm's going to come down. Forearm and the bead are coming down together for a moment. Forearm's at the floor. See, I'm here now. This is where you never want to get to. Let's try it again. So we're going up. No, going up like this. Relax your thumb, dude. Relax it. Remember what it felt like in French? Okay, you got it. Going up. Okay, now cock your wrist. Now forearm's going to start to come down. Now you're turning the bead down, and stay with me. Don't go too fast. Come on, forearm and the bead are kind of coming down together. Stop. You should be. That's pretty good. Your forearm's almost at the floor, right?
Almost.
Yeah. Now all you're going to do is just the wrist to the end. And touch. And bring it back to parallel. That's it. Okay, there's the kata of that. That took me a long time just to understand that, let alone to teach it or to be able to execute it. Okay? So, that was good. Again, you've had a couple of really good successes here. So we're going to now play a right flam. And at a certain point, we're just going to we're not going to play the whole thing as a kata. At a certain point, we actually have to try to make music here, right? So we're coming up, and I go, ah. So it's a flam. Okay. Not bad. So it's a flam, and then a left, and then a left, little left. Yeah, then a little left. No, a tiny little left. Look, it's what we just worked on with your, remember? We just went up really slow, came down slow. Remember? It's a tiny little left. Don't make a big deal out of it. So it's a right flam, which means the left makes a little tap. And a little left tap. Right flam. Right flam. Now a left tap. You got it. Left tap. Then a right tap. And then a left tap. And then we're going to make a left flam. And then a right tap. A right tap. No, a right tap. Left tap. Then a right tap. And then we're going to play a right flam. A left tap. And a right tap.
I got to tell you, when I do the little one, my fingers are leaving a stick with my left hand.
You know what? That's the best it's ever looked. Fine, you work on that kata, but look, you're making a little tap. You're making a big deal out of something when you're actually pretty successful. And look, because that doesn't, right now, you're right, at some point, it will keep peeling back the layers. But weren't you doing, you have a zero bias line, You're coming up, you're coming down, you're touching, and you're coming back. That's all that's what, you can't wait on the floor. You just come up, touch, and stop it parallel. You were doing it. That's what we want. We'll fix the fingers as we go along. Now you have to lift it up a little bit slowly. Remind yourself, slow motion. You have to start at the zero bias line or forget it. Come on up slowly, come down slowly and touch, and come back to parallel. There. That's what you need to do. Forget the fingers. You don't need to think of them. You need to think of that. Because it was working just a second ago. You were in match grip playing a Flamadiddle, dude. Okay? Okay, so but we got to get this because, you know, it's starting to get a little advanced now. So we're going, we got to have the floor, okay? And then we're making this little right flam, left, right, left. Let's do that. Flam, left, right, left. Yeah, now you're going to make a left flam. And right, that's it, and right.
Go shaking.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's fix. No, that was really good. Yeah. See, dude, think slow motion. My left isn't as good. Watch. You see, remember the kata where you're not even trying to make a note. You're just moving, and after a minute, you're just doing this, and someone goes like this. Here. Let's see. Yeah, watch. So you're just doing this, and someone just goes. Puts a surface there. You're just moving like kata. It's almost identical. Like that. Now, so a throw is going to be, see, it kind of feels like slow motion, or like the idea of a surgeon. Think of how he would move. Now, a surgeon wouldn't go like this. You wouldn't want that surgeon working on. The surgeon would go to cut that little incision like that. Okay, now for the throw, let's get the throw again.
Okay.
So we go up in slow motion. Oh, on the left, it was your left. Now relax your thumb. Come into French. French helps you. There's your thumb. Go into palm down. Keep the thumb there. Okay. Now we're just simply going to go up like that. Smooth. Slow motion. Come on, leave the bead down and go on up. Bead's at the bead. No, the bead is at the zero bias line. Telling you the zero bias line is a bead. There it is. Don't pinch your thumb, just leave it. There. Now bring the bead up to your face like we did. Come on, bring it up. That's right. Come on down and finish it. There. No more shaking. Now that would actually, you're almost making a note. And by the way, Dick would sometimes have you play full-on wrist turns and not and play silently. So this kind of reminds me of that. So we're doing this, and then we're doing this, and we're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. Come on, get that beat up, and we're doing this. Let the arm come down as if, there you go. Now we're just doing this, this, and that. Think of the way it was in slow motion. There! No shaking or anything.
Oh, actually, there was shaking in that one.
You hit the shake, but it was very good. See, there.
Yeah, shaking there.
Just a tiny, it's gonna be for a while. Now you've lost the smooth kata. Slow it down more. There. Shaking's going away. You notice? It's stable. You look stable. You come right. No, you went for it. You didn't move slowly. You just go. It won't work that way. This technique is too perfect. There it is. Now you're gonna, so just make that a flam. Put your right before that and just make that little flam. Left's gonna do that kata. No, the left's gotta do the kata. And the right's just a tiny tap. No, the kata, slow in the left. Think slow motion. No, it's gotta go up and bend in the left. What we just did. No, it goes up around the 0 bias line. There it is, slow. Go on up, go on. Take your time. More, a little more, a little more. Now, slowly cock up to your face. Come on, get the right ready. It's got to make a little tap on the way down. Yeah, there it is. You're ready. Come on, slowly down in the right. Easy. Tap in the right. Make the left. There you go. There's a left flam. Now play a right. Just a little tap. Okay. Now a left. Kata. There it is. Then the right. Now you're going to play a right flam. Thinking kata. Go slowly. Get the left ready. It's going to have to make a little note. There you go. Don't go down too fast. Now you got it. Okay, now play a left. Little tap. Now the right, a little tap. Now the left, a little tap. Now the left's going to go up. Kata, kata, kata. Slowly, slow on the way down. Get the right ready. Go on. Tap. Come on. There it is. Now a right. Now left. Oh, good. A right. Go on up. Kata, kata. Go up in the right now. Going slowly. Boom. A little left. Just lift it. No, come on. Lift it up and come down like kata. There it is. All right. A little left. Now go up in the left. Slowly. Kata. Go on. Kata on the way down. Oh, look at you. All right. All right. Stop. That's how you get this. Just like that. Now it seems a little painstaking, but you're making motions and that will start to fall into place. See, and it's not correct. I tell you, it's not correct. See, that was correct. I know we're going to have to carve out the marble to get to the sculpture, the actual artistic object within. But you see, there's integrity in what you just did in terms of how you were moving your body and how that will relate to having technique and to be able to express yourself musically on the instrument. Okay. Good job. Turning off the camera.
Yeah, just